Tony Iommi is maybe the grandfather of great heavy riffs.
Right.
But Leif is not so far behind.
Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Belgian Jasper. If this is your first time in the channel, hit subscribe right now. Johan, thank you so much for your time today. A new Candlemass album is coming out, and that is always an exciting time, or at least I assume that is still an exciting time after all these years and all these albums. We're 1 week away, roughly, as we're talking. Is it the same old for you, or is it still a special occasion?
Yeah, it's always exciting, actually. But I feel pretty good, actually, because I know that we've done a good album, actually. So I'm not nervous, and I just hope the listeners, think it's a good album too.
Your history with the band is obviously such a wonderful story. It's almost like a romantic comedy, where you have the stereotypical story where, well, the first love has always been around and always been able to jump in and support when you need him, and then after all the years you actually still end up together. So given that your story with the band is such a perfect movie script, once that Candlemass, the movie, comes out, who should play you?
You want me to suggest someone? I don't know. I can do it myself.
There you go. Fantastic.
I could do that, actually. I find it's interesting being an actor, but I've never done it before. But I would do my best.
You've released some video clips. Those were not with acting; those were animated videos. 2 songs. A lot of people react. Oh, sounds cool. Sounds a little radio friendly. But you and I, we know that from the moment that Wizard of the Vortex opens the album, and then all the way basically to Goddess, there's some heavy stuff on the new album.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you find the old Candlemass way of songs if you listen to the album. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I would say that, and I feel like that kind of aligned with you officially joining the band as a full member, that the band has been adopting somewhat of a modern sound, but without trying to reinvent itself. And is that for you as the band, is that a tough balance to live up to after all these years, that you don't want to be a pure nostalgic act, you want to be relevant, you don't want to alienate people? Is that difficult?
No, I think we're actually pretty true when it comes to what we are doing, and Leif, the main writer of all the songs, I'm pretty sure that he wouldn't do songs that he just for commercials or stuff like that. But as you told you, maybe Sweet Evil Sun and Scandinavian Gods are more radio friendly than the old-fashioned Candlemass stuff. But to find that was not the ambition with the songs. But if there are, it's great, because maybe we can have more listeners to the music. So.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure if you like those ones, you find songs you like behind them as well.
This is a very varied album, really, if you listen to it from start to finish.
Yeah.
and touches on different eras of the band. You mentioned Leif, obviously writing, a lot, if not all of the material.
Yeah.
After all these years, with a song like Angel Battle, some of the best riffs in Candlemass history in that one song. It's cool to see that after all these years, there's such a refreshed approach still, or a refreshing approach still. Um,
Yeah.
that does he still like surprise you when he brings new ideas and that they can be so to the point and so tight?
Absolutely. I used to say that Tony Iommi is maybe the grandfather of great heavy riffs,
Right.
but Leif is not so far behind that. I'm actually honest about that. He's
Yeah.
done so many great guitar riffs, and I'm a big fan of heavy, great guitar riffs. That's pretty much why I'm into this kind of music. That's loud, heavy guitars. That's what it's all about. So yeah, for
Yeah, yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah. And then, of one of the songs that I already mentioned before, that maybe one of the standout let's call it the sort of last song on the album, Goddess.
Yeah.
People that like heavy Candlemass will like that song in particular. Um, a song that would do extremely well live.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that? Should we expect to see you guys play a good amount of new material?
Absolutely. I don't know the amount so far. We have, but of course we're going to put in new material to the shows. Absolutely, we have to play the newer songs as well. But when we're out there, people are screaming for a lot of the old stuff as well. So and I really love doing the old songs as well. So uh, we always have to do a couple of old songs.
Right, of course. Yeah.
But we will put new stuff into the sets. Absolutely.
Is that sometimes limiting? Because, we've seen Candlemass continue to put out new albums, still evolve as a band even after almost 40 years.
Yeah.
But you're right. I mean, there's always going to be that person that is coming to your show for the very first time and has
Yeah.
a wish list this long of
Yeah.
all these classic songs that they want to hear. Um,
Yeah.
is that always a great problem, or is that sometimes a bit limiting?
I know. When you're doing live, playing live, it's important to have a good pace in the set from the beginning to the very end.
Right.
Sometimes it could give you trouble if you're doing a too complicated song that only a couple in the audience understand.
Right.
So it's I prefer to have a good pace in the set, and
Yeah,
that
yeah.
includes some of the old classic songs and a couple of the news as well. Yeah, it's good. It's important with a good flow in the set. Actually,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
play so slow, so to make the tempo rise, we have to at least have have a good the most flow we can with
yeah.
the
Right, right,
slow
right.
songs.
Even before a first note is shared to the world of a new album, you know that there is gonna be a whole army of fans and very passionate people that will already have their opinions, right? Because you get
Yeah,
to a point where some people will be like, "Oh, I just want to have the old stuff. I just want to have this Candlemass. Oh,
yeah,
I
yeah, of
only care
course.
about the new
Yeah,
stuff. Oh, I only care since they moved to this label."
yeah,
Um,
yeah, of
uh,
course.
is that something that all of you are so experienced that this is something you keep yourself above, or uh, do people that have been in the business for 40 years still read comments on YouTube and think about those things?
Uh, Of course, some people have, we did on the Door to Door album. There is a ballad called "The Bridge of the Blinds,"
Hmm.
and some of the old guys says, "Oh, Candlemass can't do a song like that," and but as I told you, Leif is writing the songs, and I'm very sure that he won't do anything that he don't like.
Hmm.
So and he's got a good taste. So
Yeah, for sure.
you have to live with the Bridge of Blind, for example, even. And some people do love it. So
Yeah, for sure.
we are all different, but that's the way it is in the world. We're not all exactly the same, so we have to just stay friends and okay, play that song. I can live with that. So
You never die, never tamed. Now put inferno to my brain.
Life doesn't only do that for Candlemass. We've seen, many other projects that he's worked on. I'm a big fan of the Doomsday Kingdom and old Avatarium.
yeah,
And then through Avatarium, we see another familiar face join you on this album with Jenny and Smith. It works, the voices balance each other very well.
I agree totally.
Is that, I mean, obviously we can all keep our fingers crossed for summer festivals where we'll see both Avatarium and Candlemass on the bill and hope to see this being repeated live. For you as a singer, are there people that either that you've been a fan of, or younger people that have really surprised you in the last few years that are on your wish list to do some sort of collaboration with?
Yeah, if people are calling me up and they want me to do something with them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
or you bring him on Candlemass?
yeah. I'm not calling anyone to come to Candlemass. We haven't even discussed that so far,
Right.
actually. But other bands have been calling me and wanted me to do a song or sing with someone on an album. But yeah, and I did it actually with an old friend. He's the singer in Sorcerer.
The call, deliver us from pain.
So I did a song with him because he's actually I've got a younger brother,
Hmm.
and he was a guitarist, and Anders, the singer in Sorcerer, they had a band together. So
Right.
he called me up and could we please do a song together? And I said, of course, man. but that's nothing that I usually do because I have to stay focused on Candlemass. But you never know what happens.
We touched on it real briefly when we talked about set lists and so on, that there is a history, obviously. If we count the Nemesis days, we are in the 40th anniversary of the band. If we don't count those years, then very soon we'll be at the 40th anniversary.
Absolutely.
Obviously the focus of the band is on the new album right now and looking ahead, but everybody's gonna wonder, what are you guys cooking up for more celebrations to celebrate this milestone? Is there anything that you can share with us at this point?
Unfortunately, not anything at this point. Actually, we've been very busy now before the release of this new album.
Right.
I don't know how many interviews I've done lately. So we've been actually working very hard with promoting this one. So let's see where it takes us. I don't know for the moment, but I'm sure that we keep on doing this as long as we think it's fun, and
Right.
I have a lot of fun. I can speak for myself. I know Leif has a lot of fun. these days. He has got some kind of new energy in a way, you know. So
Right.
he, you know, he had another guy doing the bass for so many shows before, but now he has actually played every single. He's done every single show since 2019. You have to like this, otherwise it's getting embarrassing in the end. You know, when you if you do it and you don't like it anymore. Hopefully, I will stop doing this the day when it sounds shit.
I'm super excited to see you guys release this album. I had a chance, as you know, to listen to the full album. I think a lot of the old school fans are gonna be super excited when they hear songs like Goddess and Angel Battle and so on. I think there's something for everyone on the new album, which is great. And then we can't wait to see two things. Number one, you guys playing so many shows going forward, and second, that Netflix movie about the history of Candlemass, where you play yourself throughout the ages.
Yeah, I'll tell the other guys.
There you go. Johan, I could
they want a movie.
Exactly. Johan, I could ask you a million more questions.
Yeah.
But I know that you have very busy days, and I want to be respectful of your time.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate it. And like I said, I'm very excited about the new release.
Thank you very much, Jasper. Very nice talking to you, man.
You are awesome for watching this video. Click right here to see more content like it and subscribe to the channel.